It's the AM show. Now let's turn our attention to Breman Methodist School in the Central Region. Remember, it was just about a week ago when the school building, the primary school building, came down on the pupils, killing 6 of them. Joining me on the phone lines is Right Reverend Dr. John Boabing Odum, who is a Winneba Methodist bishop. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, madam.
It's good to have you. Obviously, I'm sure the situation has come to your attention. How did the Methodist Church, first of all, receive the news?
Thank you very much for this opportunity, and good morning to your listeners. Madam, it's a pleasure asking this question. Yes, as you rightly pointed out, a week ago, we had that unfortunate news coming to us from Breman Jamara, which is under my jurisdiction as a bishop. I have had a meeting with all the Methodist schools in the Winneba diocese, the head teachers of Methodist schools in the diocese. And the meeting was to start at 10 o'clock at Aguna Street Road. Just around 9:15, on my way to the place, I had a call that this is what has happened. So I asked the minister who presides over that area at Breman Brakwa to rush to the place to see what the situation is like. And then the head teacher, who was also on his way to the meeting, had to return to look at the situation there. After the meeting, I was informed, and so we rallied some of our educational directors to be there. The regional manager of Methodist schools, and then her staff, together with 2 other ministers, went to the place to see what the situation was really like. Around 4 o'clock, I was informed of that unfortunate incident, which to me was very, very horrible. So on Thursday morning, I rushed to the place, met the chief. Unfortunately for me, when I got there, the regional director of education was there, the district director of education of the Breman was also there. And together with my ministers, we went to the chief's palace to console with them, then also to see the way forward.
But Reverend, if I may ask, what's the responsibility of the Methodist Church? Because we know that government essentially controls most of the schools originally belonging to the church. So what is the Methodist Church responsibility towards the school?
Good. That's a very good question. It used to be that the church was almost in control of our schools, and we tried to rehabilitate and check enrollment, postings, and other things. Today, as I speak, it is not like that. But what the church does is that any school that belongs to the Methodist Church, which is not in a very good good shape, or yes, we try to rehabilitate, and that is what we do. We budget, and then we spend according to the needs of the community, the needs of our schools and our churches as well.
So do we take it that in this instance you failed to do so?
Come again, please.
Do we take it that you failed to do so in this instance because the building was obviously not good enough?
Yes. Whoever has said that the building was not good enough was exaggerating. You know, the whole block where the Cajun school was not that bad. In fact, it was at the back of that building that there were cracks, and the foundation too was not good. So, according to our architects, I'm not a professional, but according to our architects and the people who matter, who went there to see, they were saying that we could have removed that part which there were cracks and other things, and then that place could have been rebuilt. It had not come to my attention at the time. It has not been reported to me that was the situation until this unfortunate incident happened. I personally thought that if it had come to us, if it has been reported to us, we would have mobilized some resources to rehabilitate it. But again, the school is in the community. So if the community people thought that it was prudent for them to see that the children's welfare were maintained, they could have also, patched up those parts that wasn't in good shape. So for me, yes, we do support, whether it is for us or not, which when it comes to our attention, we do our best to rehabilitate the very little that we can. But also in relationship or in what should I say?
But Reverend,
community.
Is there an inspectorate role that you play? Because it's the name of the church that is on the school.
Yes, there is. We have a local manager who visits the school once in a while. In the days past when the Methodist Church had control over our schools, the local managers were to visit the school every week or every other week. The regional managers were to visit the schools at least once every quarter. Now, it is not like that. You go there, and some of the head teachers who are not Methodist would look at you with scornful eyes as if you don't matter.
So how much
reality on the ground?
What's your share in the school, really? And I'm talking about this school, but it would extend to all the other schools that have Methodists on them. Is it like a 50-50 responsibility?
No, it is not. It is not 50-50 responsibility. It is about what is it that you can do as a church to maintain your name on that school. That is what it is now. And when you have a regional director or a district director who has sympathies for the school because of where she had come from, the background of that person, then you would also have a good deal of making sure that your school is maintained or a better staff is put there. I believe that I'm not against any person who is not a Methodist heading our schools. I'm seriously not against that. I believe in quality work and people who can perform. So if the head teacher of the school is someone who gets in touch with us regularly, this thing would have come to us. This incident would have come to us. Notwithstanding, the people in the community have also seen this kind of thing happening. But, the church at Jamara cannot, and it will be difficult to put its resources to the school, which has less than 1/3 of the people belonging to the church.
Just my final question on this one, because we've got to wrap up very soon.
Right.
Now that this sad incident has happened, what's the way forward? How is the Methodist Church looking at resolving this issue and moving forward from here?
Right. Yes. When we met at the King's Palace, I reiterated that I would inform the headquarters, and I have done that. The headquarters, the presiding bishop and his team has met on the issue. The general manager of Methodist schools has also been there. So we hope that not too long you would move to the village to see what we can do in terms of providing the necessary resources to help. If it is about rebuilding the school, what is it that we can do, and what is it that we can, together with the community, do to put the children back in the classroom.
All right. I'm grateful that you could share your thoughts with us, sir. Thanks a lot for your time right here on the AM show. And that's right, Reverend Dr. John Boabenge Odum, Winneba Methodist Bishop, speaking to us about the Breman Jamara incidents, school building coming down on pupils, killing 6, all been buried. Keep watching the AM show. We've got some entertainment with the beautiful Becky just before we wrap up.